we're going to get into what happened with Marlon Wayans and 50, and just the different things that's been going on. Just the different things that's been going on in these streets, in these content creation streets, I should say. Because 50 Cent has been literally going to war with any and everybody that has had something to say about the Diddy documentary. I mean, literally any and everybody that has had any possible negative things to say, he's been going at them. And if anything, all of these people that he's been going at, if you think about it, all of them have some type of, not necessarily a tie to Diddy, but they have some shape or form or fashion, some tie to, yeah, for lack of better terms, yeah, Diddy. Um, or should I say, dealings with Hollywood and things that they don't want, the people to know. Let me just pull up both their Instagrams real quick, because that's it. It's been nothing but jokes. Um, but I also have we also got confirmation that somebody stepped in and pretty much put a halt to everything that was going on. Somebody stepped in and said, "All right, enough is enough." Not sure who. Like I said, somebody big, some big wig has stepped in and just pretty much put a halt to this whole thing. Someone that Marlon considers a big brother. Now, I don't think he's talking about Keenan Ivory Wayans or Sean or anybody like that. I think it's someone that is a higher up, because I don't think Keenan Ivory Wayans has the ability to stop a 50 Cent from talking about Marlon, if you know what I mean. So, with that being said, let's just go back to where this all started from.
Hey, Marlon, have you seen that the documentary, the 50 Cent
No, I
documentary
haven't seen it
for
yet.
Diddy?
I haven't seen it.
Oh man, you working
Everybody
hard.
telling me you got to see it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's,
Part of me don't want to see it
you probably don't.
because it's all skewed, man. Like when you put stuff together, you create whatever narratives you want to, and at the end of the day, everybody being programmed. Right now the man's serving time.
Right.
He went before the court. The court said this, and everything is God. But God said.
Now, I caught wind of that particular wording that he said here. I caught wind of this interview, I want to say a couple weeks ago, of where this first even happened, right? And when I looked at this, I said, okay, look at what he's actually saying. People are being programmed right now. When you say people are being programmed right now, that's one thing about Marlon that I've also noticed is that, he is, but he is not necessarily of the elites. So with that being said, he does have certain connections and ties to Hollywood, which is why, like I said, probably someone that, is a higher up that stepped in and got in between those two. But when he says we're being programmed, right? He's alluding to the fact that he knows that there is a narrative, not even a narrative, that the general consensus is being, how can I say this? We're being more so prone to, because it's been the assassination of Diddy's character, right? We all know that. It's been the complete assassination of Diddy's character, as well as his reputation, his money, and this, that, and the third. And when he does get out, if he does get out, which I don't think he's getting out at all, especially with the Keefe D trial and things, so we went over that already. Even if Diddy was to be out here in the streets, he would be seen in such an evil and negative light that it would have the Drake effect that it has right now, right? Like, no matter what Drake does, you just don't like him. You know what I mean? No matter what Diddy does, you just don't like him. Let me also say this while I'm on the subject. People need to stop saying free R. Kelly. Shame on your evil mind for even suggesting a thing of free R. Kelly. Fuck R. Kelly. You know why? Fuck R. Kelly. Because R. Kelly is still a pedophile at the end of the day. Diddy is still a pedophile at the end of the day. We don't got to say allegedly anymore with these things. We don't. These men are in jail because of their fixations. We don't have to hide that anymore. But my problem is when America is known to celebrate pedophiles. America in general is known to celebrate and advocate for pedophiles. R. Kelly is a small example of how society in America advocates for pedophiles. Donald Trump is one of the biggest examples. But you look at some of our shit, even our most beloved horror villain right now that's being celebrated, the Pennywise the Clown, is what? A pedophile. Now, he's not known for having sex with children, but he's known for kidnapping and killing children. And having a fixation with killing children and eating children. You know what I mean? That whole Pizzagate thing. Pennywise is pretty much the horror villain for the elites that are pedophiles in Pizzagate. They're pretty much all Pennywise, if you think about it, right? But not to get too far off topic here, we're talking about Marlon and 50, right? But that is what 50 Cent is advocating against and advocating for. He's advocating for the justice of people that should be thrown away, locked up and thrown away a key on, like Diddy. People that are complete monsters out here. And then you have someone that, like Marlon Wayans, who's saying that, you know, he hasn't even seen the documentary yet. Hasn't even seen the documentary yet. But he has an opinion on it, of any kind, saying that, oh, it's just trying to create a narrative. When you're saying things like that, it's just trying to create a narrative. First of all, creating a narrative means that you're trying to do something based on something that may or may not be fact or fiction, when all of these things are actual facts that were in the documentary. We don't have to keep going over the same broken record of how much facts were in that documentary. We know what was fact and what was fiction, but 95% of it was factual. So for him to come out and try to even in any way, shape, or form, even though he said, you know, we're going to play his response here, he doesn't necessarily advocate for Diddy. That's what you're technically doing when you're saying that, oh, I don't want to see it because it's just creating a narrative and we're programming to hate Diddy. No. What needs to be understood is the fact that we should be against a monster like Diddy. We should be against all of these monsters that are like Diddy. We should be against all of it that is wrong. And if Marlon Wayans is someone that wants to stand up for the people that are having wrong done against them, people that are victims of sexual assault, people that are victims, period, of mental abuse. I would think a Marlon Wayans would not say something as, oh, it's just trying to create a narrative to hate Diddy. Because it's way more than that at the end of the day.
This is what he got to do. He got to do 5 years in pen. Let him do his 5 years.
Let him do his 5 years. And then it further went into saying that, 50 shouldn't be doing this documentary because it can create a karma. There's certain things that'll create karma. I don't think that's, like I said, the best way. In my opinion, I don't think that's the best way to even address 50 Cent. And saying that, you're going to have karma for what you're doing. You're going to have bad karma for these type of things. Because at the end of the day, 50 Cent is not practicing any type of bad karma by presenting the truth about, again, Diddy. Now, like I said, there were more responses. Now, 50's response for Marlon Wayans, of course. Let me pull up 50 Cent's Instagram here. It's crazy. There's quite a few of these, right? There's quite a few things here. Let me pull up 50's Instagram here. Now, it looks like he's taken down some of the things that, in regards to more. I do notice here he's taken down some of the ones that he, oh no, he didn't. I'm wrong. I thought he took down what he did with Marlon, but he didn't. All right, so let me just start where his first response to Marlon was.
Type of parties that I go to. I don't frequent those type of parties. And
let me run it back again.
I never, those aren't.
Let me run it back again. Let me go to the actual thing here to show y'all. This is 50 Cent's Instagram, of course.
The type of parties that I go to. I don't frequent those type of parties. And even if I go, like I said, been doing Diddy parties for 15 years, and I must say you never let me down, Puff. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Good times, people. I've never seen any of this. I'm like, when I hear about it, when did that happen? I never, those aren't the type of parties that I.
Now, of course, that was a scene from a movie where Marlon woke up naked, but there has been talks about, Marlon's sexuality, okay? There's been a lot of talks about, Now, I remember when Marlon posted this himself. This isn't an AI-made picture. Marlon Wayans posted this picture himself. And I remember it was because of... The funny thing about this right here was this was the same exact week that Snoop Dogg was under fire for saying what he said about, they're putting it in our kids' faces, yada, yada, yada. I'm scared to go to the movies. Remember he had to publicly apologize about what he said about taking his nephew or his grandson to the movies, and there was a girl that got, that married another girl or something like that, and he had to explain gay relationships and whatnot. He was like, I don't want to have to explain that in movies. Now, that's nothing against gay people or anything like that. But, again, this is when this is the same week that Snoop had, the run-in with LGBTQ. And then Marlon took it upon himself to post these particular pictures and saying that he stood with the LGBTQ. So, again, nothing AI here. But, again, this is who you're trying to beef with. Not even beef with. This is who you tried to say was creating a narrative against Diddy. Wrong choice of words. Wrong choice of words. Because the thing about 50 Cent is that he's a man that stands on credibility. So when you question that integrity and credibility of 50 Cent, you get these type of postings. Oh, I didn't know he posted the ventriloquist act. This is funny. I was going to just play this, but he posted it.
Got a question. Hey, Puff. You watched that Netflix documentary? Cause, bro, they had you looking like the final boss at Bad Boy Records.
Man, don't start. Even my smart television unplugged itself during that.
Be honest, Puff. How many times you paused it like, dang, did I actually do that?
Pause? Huh? I hit rewind, fast forward.
Pause, I hit rewind, fast forward. Great inside joke improv right there from Eddie Murphy.
Prayed over it. Netflix
I prayed over it.
traumatized me. I think I need therapy after that documentary.
Boy,
I think I need therapy after that documentary. This is Eddie Murphy doing ventriloquism.
your therapist gonna need therapy listening to you.
A therapist gonna need therapy listening to you.
After the doc, I looked in the mirror. My reflection ducked like, Ayo, chill.
Even your reflection is like no Diddy.
Got a question.
Hey, Puff. You watched that Netflix.
Now, I don't know if there's a longer version to that, but the one that I have. Let me see. Is there a longer version with the one that I have? I don't think it is. But anyway, yeah, I thought this was pretty damn funny. Him doing the ventriloquist act. And of course, you know, Eddie Murphy is going to throw his subliminals in there. You know, the truth has to be the funniest part about it. So, like I said, the little subliminal lines of the pause joke. Oh, I think Puff needs therapy, which is very true. Puff needs therapy. Diddy needs therapy. Let's be honest. He's grown up with trauma as well as he's caused a lot of trauma. And I remember I think it was Little Rod that asked him. He was like, "So what you?" No, it was somebody else that asked him. He's like, "Yeah, so what you actually want out of life, or what would you want more than anything right now?" And someone said that, "Oh, I just want to breathe." That was his answer. He just wants to breathe. Like when you're someone like a Diddy or a Jay-Z or even a 50 Cent, you don't get those. You know, no, that's who it was. LaRussell asked him. He was like, "Yo, what do you actually want right now?" He's like, "Yo, I just want a moment to breathe." And LaRussell pretty much was telling the story of how he had all these yes men around him. And because he has all these yes men around him, you know, nobody necessarily tells Diddy no. No one wants to tell him the truth because they're scared of him, yada, yada, yada. And LaRussell felt the need that, you know, there was beats that were being played and records being played in the studio, and Diddy asked for LaRussell's opinion on a record after LaRussell had gave him he had wrote something for him or whatever. And, you know, LaRussell just was being honest. He's like, "Yo, this ain't it. This ain't it. This might be garbage." And he said that was the first time someone was actually being very honest with him in a long time, Diddy. But Russell actually noticed the tension in the room after he, you know, gave that negative comment of, "Yo, this ain't it, this record." Because he noticed, like, yo, all these people just are scared of you and just want to say yes to you just because they're scared of you and have the fear of you. You know what I mean? Whereas I want to be one of those people that actually tell you the truth, no matter how harsh it actually is. And that's, like I said, how he was able to even get that truth out of Diddy. Like, yo, I just want a moment to breathe and be myself. Because a person like Diddy or Jay-Z or 50 Cent, these people don't get those moments to breathe to actually be themselves. They just don't. So, yes, I could definitely understand a Diddy needing some therapy. I can definitely understand a Diddy needing some long therapy. And as we go along here in this beef, more things will come. Excuse me. More things would come out. So, of course, he posted this one again. 50 posted this video here of Marlon. Now that one was AI made, of course. He's turning into the white chick that he
50 Cent was the funniest shit. I got a show with him in Germany, and I'm fly. I got these leather shits on. I got this Louis runway shirt.
Now, the reason why he posted Fat Joe was because Fat Joe actually came out and told a story of about Diddy to where he made him feel uncomfortable in the studio. Now, I want to get to that in just a second, too, because that was real hypocritical to me. That one was real hypocritical to me. Now, here's where things got a little bit interesting with this whole Marlon Wayans thing, because after
Really sweet memories. All my memories is like, I remember when you fell asleep and Omar sleep with his eyes open like this.
Yeah.
And me, him, and Tupac Shakur was hanging out because y'all did Juice together.
Oh, my goodness.
And Omar sleeping
you really
like
bring
this.
this up?
And what people don't know about Pac is like he was a funny dude.
He was a funny dude.
Omar sleeping like that, and Pac went and took his balls and put them out and put them right near Omar's mouth, so it looked like Omar's like that. Yo, I remember one time.
Why did you just do that?
I don't know. Because you're talking about all these sad memories. My love passing, and I remember the baby's born and the umbilical cord and the shape of it. Oh, nigga, where's the jokes? Come on now. We had some good times.
I was mad at Pac for that, though. I was super mad. Like, yo, son, you really gonna do that?
Yeah, but you always get mad. You ain't gotta. You gotta work.
But see, that's the thing. Like, were they really joking?
Really sweet memories. All my memories is like, I remember when you fell asleep and
like, were they really joke? Was that really a joke, or was that something that really happened? Put it like this, right? I would think that was a joke because I don't think that's something that Tupac would have actually done. I don't know if that. I don't know. Let me say it like that. And let me also clarify, right? This nigga needs prayer. But yes, it's. See, like I said, seeing this, I'm like, all right, I don't necessarily know Pac to be doing this, but I mean, there's, the joke of Pac and Biggie are the best bisexual rappers that we ever had. That's the run-on joke that's been having the past couple of months. That they're the two best bisexual rappers we ever had. Like I said, I don't necessarily think Pac went that way as much as, the rumors with Big is a little bit more believable than it is with Pac. I'll just say it like that. One is a little bit more believable than the other. I'll put it to you like that. But when it comes to, like I said, something like that happening, I see why 50 Cent would choose to even post something like this. Because it's like, Marlon, why would you make that a joke? And even about Tupac at that. And when I first saw these things happening, like I said, with even Marlon responding, I don't want to do this one-sided, of course, because Marlon took it upon himself to post pictures like this. Like I said, this is an AI-made picture, of course. Now, what are you actually insinuating here? And see, of course, the comments is what spoke volumes. It's clear you taking up for Diddy. You dying on a hill with the rapist at the top. You might want to mind your business on this one. You probably in them Diddy tapes. You see, I even remind this up here. I want you to think about what you're defending and think about what Tupac would say. That was the first thing that thought of my. What would Pac say? You defending Diddy? You know, like I said, you see the comments here though. No, don't do it. Marlon have been in Diddy parties. He said it himself. I find it funny how you're sticking up for Diddy. You're going the wrong direction. Only people start walking away from you. You only want people to start walking away from you. Now, this is weird. Why is he going so hard defending Diddy? He's not going to take you shopping, Marlon. Like, it's the Marlon should have never even stepped foot in the ring with a 50 Cent. You should have had nothing to say about the documentary. You were asked about it, but yeah, you should have had nothing to say about it. I don't know what this is.
At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping.
Now, of course, I don't know, again, 50, this is from an interview where 50, even said he did not take the offer of Diddy taking him shopping. And that was one of the suspect moments that he had with Diddy, to where he was like, yo, I cannot hang out with him. I remember 50 even said, like, yo, get him away from me, get him from around me, because I might do something, I might hurt him for even asking me some weirdo shit like that. So again, the comments spoke for themselves. This is on Marlon Wayans' Instagram. You trying to protect your boyfriend? He's defending Diddy, so sad because he was at the parties. You must be on a lot of Diddy tapes for this sort of reaction. Marlon, listen, Sean would not do this for you, my friend. Just stop. Well, she's very right. I don't think, a Diddy would stick up for Marlon Wayans. Let's be honest. Then, that's it. He had to defend himself.
I'm going to make it abundantly clear. I'm not here defending Diddy. I am here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question and I had an opinion. Nobody's wrong for giving an opinion about any subject, period. I'm not here defending Diddy. Don't let the narrative fool you or get to you. Once again, somebody's creating narratives. This is my point. So please look at the whole clip that I did and then look what happens with the narrative. And that's what I'm telling you. Y'all people don't be sheep. Use your brain, use your freedom of thought, your freedom of speech, and don't ever let nobody bully you. Never. Don't let nobody bully you. You got me? Love. Now back to trolling this troll. All right, so I'm going to make it abundantly clear. I'm not here.
Well, see, that's the thing. You're saying back to trolling this troll. No, you are not. You should be stepping away from this, period. Because what you are doing, you're saying you're trolling this troll. You are looking like you're the one that's under the bridge, Marlon. And everybody is saying that, even in these comments, like I said, I am a fan, always been a fan. This one right here, he took a long paragraph to it. Marlon, I've always been a fan. I'm not going to read the whole thing, of course. But this right here ain't it. And somebody's got to say it without sugarcoating anything. You trying to explain the Diddy situation is unnecessary. And someone says, I don't know what this is. I guess I don't get it. For all this hooting and hollering, when is the next scary movie coming out, Unc? Narratives, cool hat, by the way. Get it, Marlon Wayans? Let me make this abundantly. Okay, so that's him saying that, of course. What's this thing up down here? Oh, yeah, this guy went in. This guy went in right here. Let me see. I'm a Wayans fan, always been, but from the words Marlon spoke in regards to Diddy, I was looking sideways. 50 is not kicking a man when he's down. Diddy has tons of evidence against including footage that 50 didn't film. So to have negative opinion because 50 is a smart and fearless businessman is crazy. The footage of Cassie is the truth. Like, it's so many people that were defending 50 Cent saying, yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing? Why are you even getting involved is the real question. Marlon, you are worried about Diddy being down. Why didn't you make a big deal when he was beating Cassie? Like, it's so many things. It's like, yeah, I get it. Marlon's saying that someone's creating a narrative, but it's a narrative that you created yourself by even having the opinion that you did going further. You could have stopped it at, I didn't see the documentary. I don't necessarily want to see that documentary. You could have left it at that and left it alone. But you saying that 50 was curating karma is where, that's where things took left. And then, like I said, the more pictures you started posting was making it look even worse. Like, you just posted a regular picture of him being in a suit, saying that he couldn't dress, that his suit was tight, and he had an Easter suit with a Halloween face. Like, even the jokes, like, you're a comedian, Marlon, and your jokes were falling flat on their fucking face. Devin in the lab, I'm disappointed. Pete Rock was like, yo, this is getting out of hand. I've loved your work, but going in on 50 versus a literal predator is wild work. Priorities, dude. And like I said, all of this is happening while Marlon is supposed to be doing promo for Scary Movie 6. This literally outshined and hurt his promo. Look at that. People in his comments just posting 50 Cent pictures. Every day, a different person posting this 50 Cent smile. Like, you literally took on someone with millions of more followers than you. I think that's another thing you need to pay attention to. Like, 50 has 37 million followers. You have 7.5. This is just, we're talking about just Instagram. You are going to war with a titan that is known to be doing this type of trolling, number one. Number two, you are literally going against...
My mother used to rewrite the Christmas carols, and the first half be dedicated to Christmas joy. Oh, it'd be so sweet. And the other half be dedicated to my father. It'd be like, you. She'd be like, on the first.
Like, even in someone posting we call it a reshare or repost. This is from Bream Improv, whatever Instagram account this is. They were literally just sharing an old Marlon Wayans clip, and the comments still went at him. I can't believe you ended your career defending Diddy. Focus on your boyfriend Diddy. Another picture of another gif of 50 Cent. Like, Marlon just couldn't escape it. The mind's eye, what's going on? Like, Marlon couldn't escape it. No way, shape, form, or fashion. Look at this. Another post with the look. You just can't escape it. Like, you should have never. Look at that. We need 50 Cent in Scary Movie 6. That's probably the only way that would die down and the hype of the Scary Movie would actually return. But unfortunately, he's already put out, a post saying that Scary Movie 6 is already finished production. Now, what's very scary about that on the side is the fact that the movie just started production less than 2 months ago. So you mean to tell me that y'all finished this entire movie or something that people have been waiting for, a franchise that has a credibility to it and respect to it? You mean to tell me you shot that movie in less than 2 months? When the following, when even though we're talking about technology, of course, has advanced to where things could be done in amount of time. But think about, like I said, even a Godzilla movie or Mortal Kombat. You see these big movies that are being pushed back because they're franchise. They want those things to be nice and tight, and they want certain certain pictures to be painted a certain way and a masterpiece. This tells me that this is a rush job. That Scary Movie 6 is a rush job. You started this shit in October, and before December even hit, you're telling everybody the movie's finished and about to be out soon. That scares me. Now I'm waiting for the Netflix release of it already. I feel like I don't even need to go see a Scary Movie 6, especially when the promo of it has been lackluster and terrible. And then, of course, you post this way when your big brothers tell you to stop going back and forth with this.
Why?
And, of course, look. They could not wait to get at him again. The brothers ain't tell you nothing. It was just looking good. It just wasn't looking good for you, and you knew that. Just give us a Scary Movie. I'm glad Terry Crews said something. I'm glad Terry Crews and like certain celebrities just stuck up for him. Like, all right. 50, but then this one, like 50 ain't stopping though. That nigga create Tom and Jerry type beef. He's right though. And of course he's Tom. You will forever be Jerry. You will forever be Jerry to him.
Hi, fool. Quick, fast question. Should I wear this hat, this jacket, or should I wear this jacket?
Look at the comments. Ever since he defended Diddy, I don't look at him saying them more. And then his comments are flooded with 50 Cent and Diddy. His comments are flooded. Even when he got off of it. Even when he got off of the 50 Cent thing, his comments are still flooded with 50 Cent. This is why, and I posted this earlier, do not ever beef with a cancer. Do not beef with a cancer. That one's great. This one's great. The Tupac one is great. That one's great. And he posted Rob Reiner. I think he's worked with Rob Reiner as well. But like I said, even when he's posting a tribute to Rob Reiner, who we're going to get into in a second, again, the comments, nothing but 50 Cent. No matter what he did, he's going to get Diddy and 50 Cent comments. No matter what he does from here on out, unfortunately, Marlon is about to be haunted with 50 Cent. This is probably the worst picture I could have seen. I did not understand this picture. I did not understand this picture whatsoever. But again, this is why, like I said, you just don't beef with a cancer. Now, 50, of course, has been promoting his documentary, but he's also been promoting his Street Fighter movie. Now, I can't necessarily play this except for a couple of things, except for a couple of seconds of it. But again, this is him as Barlog in the Street Fighter movie, which is supposed to be his next blockbuster film. 50 is also, posted this picture showing that he's going to be doing there is an album coming soon. And we're talking about promo on top of promo on top of promo for if there was a 50 versus Curtis album to come out. But now 50 has also turned his agendas to someone else that has said something.
A dope documentary.
You gotta be dope.
On who you are, what you've done.
I don't know, boy.
You've accomplished. Like, a documentary is a big thing. Like, you don't want nobody doing a documentary about some like trying to just make your whole character look weak. Like, that's petty behavior.
I want to know the company that did it so we could talk. You know what I mean? Because if it's on me, I need. You know what I mean?
I don't understand why that's legal to do though.
Documentary is more like a mockumentary, shit like that. How can it even be called a documentary though? Because you call a documentary when it's not.
Once you become, if you're a public person, you're in the
they can
news,
just do it.
you can be Google.
So do you think that is wrong or not?
I think it's wrong.
want some documentary about you. You wanted to be a
Just a tight budget for that Scary Movie 6. I know it is. It has to be, because if it's anything, it's coming out of Marlon Wayans' pocket. That's what I'm starting to wonder. If it only took 2 months to shoot Scary Movie 6, that came straight out of Marlon Wayans' pocket. Now, 50 Cent, before he posted that clip, he posted this: squatters are individuals who occupy a property without legal title, permission, or a lease, often in vacant or abandoned buildings, differing from trespassers by intending to reside there long term while squatting is illegal. These guys are squatters. They owe $250,000 for the space. They are filming, they're podcasting. These bums are trying to win Best Dressed award and can't pay their bills. So again, any and everybody that has had something negative to say, 50 is going to war with them.
Happy birthday to you.
Now, I noticed when he posted this, I said, French just had to catch the stray. Because I posted this clip for you guys, but I showed you this clip here before we went down the rabbit hole of French Montana and Diddy's relationship. We saw the infamous picture of, Diddy and French Montana on the roof, and he had his ass towards Diddy and whatnot. They was laying on the roof with some friends.
Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Stop. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
And then, of course, this viral video this is probably the most legendary of all of Diddy's videos. Is it not? This is probably the most iconic of all of Diddy's videos. Press 1 in the chat if you think this is probably the most viral of the Diddy videos. And this is why I was hoping Fab would be the most quiet person of the podcast when it comes to talking about that documentary, because he is part of the most viral clip of Diddy.
Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday, it's fabulous. The only nigga that got the name that I want. Make a wish.
That one.
The only nigga that got the name that I want.
Just blow it out. It's your birthday every day.
Diddy wanted to be named Fabulous.
Every day's a birthday on Drink Champs, goddammit.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
You put my bag
Daddy, I like when
you
you scrambling and scraping. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because it seems like a thing.
I miss
this
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
But I'm talking about for your birthday.
I miss partying. See, people probably didn't even hear these little subtle parts. So I miss partying with Puff. And then Diddy, of course, asked him like, "Yo, why you ain't party with me, man?"
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We party for my birthday.
The guy's fat. He caught him stuttering. Like this is the most viral clip of Diddy where he caught Fab literally stuttering like he was nervous to even answer him on this question.
Birthday before you came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying? So check this out. It's
me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying?
Me, Tyrese, Ray J, and F. Gary Gray. You know, I like different personalities, so I was like, I never knew they would become what they are today. But you know what I'm saying?
How uncomfortable he was. Like,
that sounded like the type of night I want to have in Vegas. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So Ray J is like just really.
And look at the name he mentions.
Really like.
What do you mean by that?
Feeling like Ray J right now.
Bro, my shit running. Diddy took my ass.
I wasn't even going to get into that one until later. But yes, this viral clip is going around now from Ray J's Instagram. And he didn't know his girl was posting it. Oh wow, I didn't know he posted this picture too of him and Justin Bieber.
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose. He knows better than to be talking about the things that he does.
And see, that's the thing. 50 could have easily put this in the documentary, but he didn't. He could have easily put all of this footage in the documentary as well, but he didn't.
With Big Brother Puff on national television. Everything ain't for everybody.
Everything ain't for everybody.
When you get 16, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Are you good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh?
See what I'm saying? Like, you want to talk about narratives. 50 could have easily buried Diddy. That's what I said. He left out a lot. 50 left out a lot of things. A lot of different avenues he could have drove on down slowly and say, hey, look at that. he could have easily done the same. The Southside Queens niggas, I tell you, we different. Could have easily just drove on down the road, say, hey, look over here, look at this. Look at this. Oh shit, did you know that?
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean,
for all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man. When they come to one of my parties, I put them to sleep.
I'm going to take your souls.
But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it.
I didn't know he said that. I take souls.
That was all the people that went to the Puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You should have a greater desire than being a man.
Happy birthday.
W Post. Whoever put that together, that little video right there, bravo. As you can see, top 10 shows in the U.S. What is this? Okay, I can't play that. That's from the movie, of course. Then he posted this today. 50 Cent vows to buy out Rap Star Studded Podcasts. Pretty much he said that he's going to pretty much buy the building that they do the podcast in, and he's going to own 50% of the podcast. This is funny right here. The fuck around and find out chart. Like this one I feel like taking. This is, see, you fuck around, you will find out. You will find out. That is the MO right there. Diddy's on. I mean that 50's on. But let me play this joint from Chick Smooth real quick, because there's more that they actually said. There was more that they actually had, that Jim Jones had actually said here. Give me 1 second. Let me find this here.
YouTube.
Shout out to the homie Chick Smooth, by the way.
Get ready. You know what to do, Chick.
Look at Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth, appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh boy, here we go, you guys. 50 Cent is not here for any negative commentary on his Diddy doc. Over the past week, you guys have seen 50 constantly attack anybody that's been criticizing it. He's gone at Dame Dash. He recently just got into it with Marlon Wayans. And now 50 is going at Jim Jones, Fab, Maino, and also Dave East for trying to diss him and throw shade at him for making the Diddy doc. Now, every single day for the last couple of days, 50 Cent wakes up, he goes on Instagram and tells everybody, yo, my Netflix Diddy doc is #1 in so many countries. If you're upset about it, well, that's your right. The man is proud of doing this doc, and he does not want anybody to tear it down. Now, on their most recent podcast episode of Let's Rap About It, the guys found a very clever way to talk about it without really bringing up 50's name. And after these guys all talked about it, they all agreed that making a doc about somebody is wrong. Here's what they said.
Is it acceptable for someone to create a documentary about you without your approval? How would you feel if it happened to you?
It's like...
Definitely not acceptable. It's facetious and petty.
Right. It's like somebody putting out your sex tape.
Yeah, if you want to make, yeah, exactly.
It's like, damn.
Without your permission. And you're not an actual porno star. And they doing
the lighting wasn't good or nothing.
Yeah, they're trying to make you just look bad.
Like, what?
Oh, they caught me on a bad day?
Right.
I wasn't even on my shit. This thing called a weak one. Damn.
You see that the lighting is dark?
Damn.
You see that the fucking lighting is dark?
Got me looking small
you still
out
put
here.
this on the internet?
Word up.
But I would feel.
I ain't gonna front. I think if they saluting you.
First of all, they want somebody doing a documentary about you. You want it to be a dope documentary.
It gotta be dope.
Showing who you are, what you've done,
Put out no bullshit
everything
on
you've
me.
accomplished. Like, a documentary is a big thing. Like, you don't want nobody doing a documentary about like trying to just make your whole character look weak. Like, that's petty behavior.
And I want to know the company that did it so we can talk, you know what I mean? Because if it's on me, I need, you know what I mean?
I don't understand why that's like legal to do though. I don't think like without anybody like if you're doing a documentary, if I'm doing a documentary on you, why wouldn't you want the person involved to
That's not
interact?
really a documentary. It's more like a mockumentary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It seemed like when you don't use the person, it's more like you're against them anyway.
Right.
So
When you
that's
doing
why I
shit
don't
like
think it
that,
should be.
how can it even be called a documentary?
You can do something with it.
Like, why is it called a documentary when it's not?
It's still a doc. You don't. It's not an autobiography, but it's a documentary because once you become a public person,
Bro, none of them Pablo Escobar documentaries I watched, none of them people knew him. They all
There you go.
people, they
That's what I'm
just,
saying.
You get what I mean? Like, you
So
can
once you become, if you're a
that
public person,
figure,
you're in the
they can just
news,
do it.
you can be Google.
So do you think that it's wrong or not?
I think it's wrong. I'm not with it either. I think that.
I'm not with it.
Do we
I
all
think you
agree that
should-
it's wrong? Thumbs down for that
I don't
shit?
want nobody putting out my sex tape.
You're right.
I mean, if they slandering you or they violating, I think it's
I don't
wrong.
want
You
to
know
talk
what I
about
mean?
sex tapes with this nigga. This
if they saluting you, it come with who you became.
Saluting you is different.
You know what I mean, yeah.
Would you rather raise a bully or your child to be?
Now, maybe I'm tripping, but I didn't think these guys said anything wrong. I didn't think these guys said anything disrespectful to his 50. I didn't think they said anything out of pocket. And I certainly did not think they said anything to warrant this response from 50. 50 Cent went on Instagram to call Jim Jones, Fabulous, Maino, and Dave East squatters. He posted the definition of squatters, which is an individual who occupies a property without legal title, permission, or a lease. Then he goes on to say in the caption, "These guys are squatters. They owe $250K for the space they're filming their podcast in. These bums are trying to win Best Dress Award and can't pay their bills." Then he goes on to post a picture of the four of them to let everybody know exactly who he's talking about. He also posted this article of Jim Jones losing his home due to foreclosure. Then he goes on to post these two pictures trying to make Jim Jones look like a groupie. The first one is a picture you guys can see right there. Jay-Z, Diddy, and also Fat Joe, I believe. Then this one is him at one of Tank's boxing matches. This man sees everything and he's letting nobody slide with any disrespect. Now, here's my thing though. This is a win for Jim Jones's podcast. 50 Cent just promoted your podcast to his audience of 37 million followers. That is promotion that you can't pay for. And even better, now you get to go on your podcast next episode and respond back to him, which is going to be highly anticipated by everybody. I guess 50 Cent got tired of waiting on Tony Yayo to go at it with Jim Jones. So he said, yo, fuck it. Let me take matters into my own hands. Obviously, him and Jim Jones don't fuck with each other, but I thought him and Fab was at least somewhat cool.
Wait. You know, Elliot up here. Wait, look at Don scratch his hand. He said, wait, no, they can't see me. I see it. He said, no, they can't see me. No, it's Fab, look at fellas. They can't see me. They can't see you. They can't see Boogie.
But apparently, according to 50, everybody gets it, no matter if you're innocent or not. You guys get in the comments below. Do you guys think their commentary about docs deserve this response from 50 Cent? Is 50 just overreacting, or is he right to respond to every single criticism? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
Sneaker Mama, what's going on? What's going on? Yes, I did hear about Torre's commentary on it. And Torre, the only thing he said was the whole. He was talking about the Quad Studios thing. I talked about the Quad Studios thing already. And the Quad Studios thing that I guess people weren't privy to was. So what happened with Quad Studios, of course, right? Just to not to get too far off topic. The Quad Studios thing was Jimmy Henchman and Diddy sitting down prior to Puff being prior to Tupac being shot. So that was all that was. Okay, without getting too far, like I said, off topic of this, Jimmy Henchman is the one that set up. Jimmy Henchman and Diddy together set up that whole thing.